Hey, y'all. Happy Friday. We made it to another Friday. Thank God. So grateful for another blessed week. With all its ups and downs, peaks and valleys, we made it to Friday and super excited about that. We are live tonight. I have a special guest that's going to be joining me in a few minutes. I mean, she's not really a guest because she's part of the family, but I need y'all to know who she is. So we're going to bring her up in a little bit. But in the meantime, come on in the room. Tell me who you are, what you do, where you are. Y'all know we connect in the comments over here in Sisters in Business Land. And so I'm really excited about just what God is doing. It has been a busy, a productive week, and the weather has been amazing. I can't complain. I can't complain. Is everything perfect? Absolutely not. But we are still here. So I hope that you all have also had a blessed week. For those who might be joining us for the first time, my name is Aisha Taylor Issa. I'm the founder and CEO of the Sisters in Business Expo, owner of the Sistah Shop, your fave sister in business. And we are all about creating opportunities and platforms for our sisters to win in business, because when my sister wins, we all win. And we have a lot going on in Sisters in Business and Sistah Shop land. We actually have an event tonight at the Sistah Shop happening in less than an hour. So preparing for that. Super excited. If you are in the Atlanta area, registration closes in about 40 minutes. So if you want to join us for the course with Maya Elias on how to craft your brand message and create content that converts, you can come on by the Sistah Shop. Also, if you join our Facebook group, the Sister Source, we're going to go live during parts of it. It won't be the full segment, but we'll give you some little snippets. So definitely check that out. And then we also have we have an event next weekend. We're hosting the Rent Party with Puff Cuff, another sister in business who is hosting a rent party to keep her doors open. We've been there. We know what that is like. We still there a little bit, kind of, y'all. We ain't saved yet. We are being saved. And so we are always going to continue to be a resource and partner for our sisters in business. So that's happening next Saturday from, I think it's 3 to 7 or 4 to 7. It's on the website, y'all. I can't keep up with all these days and times. And then on November 9th, we are hosting Sisterhood Saturday, the sorority edition. And so we are inviting all members of the sororities of the Divine Nine to join us and meet us at the Sistah Shop. So whether you are a member of Alpha Kappa Alpha, Zeta Phi Beta, Sigma Gamma Rho, or my soror of Delta Sigma Theta, we want to see you in the building on November 9th here at the Sistah Shop from 2 to 6 p.m. where we are going to have a time. Okay. So come in your para, represent, show up and show out for that experience. And then on that same evening, we will be hosting a book signing and meet and greet with Shireen King, who is an award-winning producer and who just released her own memoir entitled Candy's Girl. So you can get all of those details on our website. On the sistahshop.com/events. So if you just go to the sistahshop.com and you click on that events tab, it will take you there. All right. So I'm going to bring up our guest tonight. I'm so excited to chat with her. She has been a part of the Sisters in Business and Sistah Shop family for a minute. Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey, girl. Hey.
How you doing?
I am doing well. How about you?
I won't complain. I am doing all right. I tell people you can ask me that from 1 minute to the next. It might change, but right now I'm doing okay.
That part. Well, thank you for having me. This is so dope.
Yes, absolutely. So for those who may not know who you are, please introduce yourself. Tell everyone about you and your brand.
Yeah. So I am Krystal Taylor. I am a health and fitness coach who specializes in helping women who are over 40 lose weight without dieting or exercising for more than 30 minutes at a time. I'm also the author of F the Scale, Don't Let a Number Weigh You Down. I also have 2 cookbooks because I love food. And I have 2 decks of exercise plan cards and affirmation cards. And you can find all of them online and in the store at the Sistah Shop.
Yes. So sis, you have been killing it. I think I think it's been about 2 years now since we first connected through TSP. Shout out to
Mm-hmm.
Traffic Sales and Profit. And I think I shared with you later on that you and your husband were actually the first couple that I met when I came to my very first conference back in 2022.
Mm-hmm.
And you, the two of you were just so welcoming and just down to earth, and it was really what sealed the deal for me, to know that I was in a good space and where I needed to be. So I don't know if I ever told you that, but thank you for that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if you remember, we went to lunch, remember?
With the
We
Bantanas.
went to lunch, and
Yep.
they were like, go to lunch with somebody. I was like, y'all got anybody going with y'all? Because I don't know. I don't got nobody to go with. And we went to lunch, and y'all, it was like we had known each other for years, and I really
Yep.
appreciated that. So y'all are really a powerhouse couple in business. And then just to see the progression of Fitness is Not a Game over those 2 years, to see you walk across that stage with the six-figure award, baby. So tell everybody a little bit about the history of this. How did you get into this business, and what was the motivation behind the brand?
Yeah, it's so interesting because if you had asked me 15, 20 years ago, I would have never thought this is what I was going to do. I used to be a corporate trainer. So I've been some type of trainer for like 29 years. I'm an Army vet. I was a college professor. Then I went to corporate training. But while I was working that corporate job, honestly, it's like there are a few different parts of the story that got me here.
Mm.
So to make it short, I was planning on going to get my doctorate because that was what the natural progression was supposed to be because I have my MBA, right? But I felt like if I was going to go back to school for that long, it had to be something I was extremely passionate about, right? So I was hemming and hawing, picking a topic. But I had done a figure competition in 2014, and I had been sharing everything online, my whole progress and my process. And people started asking me then, like, hey, girl, what you doing? Would you train me? And that was when I started realizing I was falling in love with the sport of it and learning about it. So I was just doing it for fun. I was creating people's workouts. I was creating nutrition plans. And when I tell you I was having too much fun with it, I would print them out. They would be bound and all types of stuff. And my husband, as you mentioned, who's the serial entrepreneur,
Mm-hmm.
he was like, what are you doing? Why are you giving it away? He said, this is obviously your passion.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're good at it because people were getting, I told him, I said, well, people are getting results. So I'm just excited to be helping. And he's like, no, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you need to step away from all of this other stuff and consider this being your real things. I really think this is your passion and your purpose. And so I threw it out there online. I was just like, hey, is anybody interested in a virtual trainer? And it just took off that way. And so the name of the company started from the first deck of the playing cards.
Wow.
I was a corporate trainer. I used to travel a lot. And I had been watching Biggest Loser. And one day Bob was mad at them and he created a workout from the cards. But it was like basically like four moves depending on the card. And I was like, it'd be cool if each card had a different exercise and then you just shuffle a deck and you have a whole different workout each time. And it's something I could just throw in my bag when I'm traveling.
Mm.
So I created the cards and I was like, what's a catchy name? And I was like, it has to be something cheesy that people won't forget. And that's where it came from. Because I was like, fitness is not a game. The tagline, it should be fun, but it's not a game. You should do something that you enjoy. Because there's so many other things we don't have to torture ourselves, but we can't play with our health. Whatever you decide to do something.
I love it. I love it. So I didn't realize that, because I remember when you were first creating the cards and you had like shared in the group the boxes and like how you were designing them. So did the brand have a name before?
No,
It's Not a Game.
So the brand. Yes, let me take that back. It has gone from. Let me see. I think it was Krystal Taylor Fitness first. I think it was Masterpiece Fitness because Masterpiece is my line name. And then I think it switched over to Fitness is Not a Game. Oh no. Let me back up. It used to be Get In and Check In. I've had so many different names.
The evolution of the brand.
It was like, and then with Fitness is Not a Game, that was a brand from I think at the time I was Masterpiece Fitness. And somebody was like, I remember Fitness is Not a Game more than I remember anything. So that should be it. And I was like, okay. And it does encompass everything that I do because I really believe in it. Like, you just cannot play with your health.
Yeah. It's a good testimony to share too, because sometimes people think, I got to stick with one thing because
Wow.
that's what I've always used, or, they can't figure out what their name should be. But there are,
Mhm.
their business does evolve over
Yeah.
time, right? And so what worked in one season, may not work in another, and it's okay.
Yep.
Right. It's okay to change. It doesn't mean that you have to necessarily start all over.
Mhm.
But sometimes we do have to rebrand or switch things up. So I hope that encourages somebody who might be watching this. So what are some of the services that you offer, the products, the whole experiences? I know you're doing a lot of things right now. We were talking about that before we got on. Let the people know what exactly they can expect from your brand.
Yeah, so I've always said, well, let me take it back. During COVID was when I really got serious about it. Like I'd always been in it,
Hmm.
but when COVID started and Dr. Fauci talked about the disparity between the number of Black and Brown people dying versus non-Black and Brown, I was like, okay, something has to happen. And it was because we had so many, early diseases we were already suffering from.
Hmm.
So I'm like, okay, we really have to do something. So that's when I created my mission of helping at least 1 million Black and Brown families change the trajectory of our medical histories. So I really pushed into doing challenges, like doing 5-day challenges. I've even gone up to 30-day challenges, but I do free challenges, do webinars. Right now, the thing I'm really focused on is helping women who are in menopause. So I have menopause trainings. I have a menopause summit coming up. I've been doing summits. This last weekend, I just did a breakthrough intensive. And the purpose of that was to help women get out of their own way, because too often we make excuses on why we can't do what we know we should be doing, right? And dance around it. So in a matter of a weekend and a half, in a day and a half, they did 4 workouts with 4 workshop presenters. So basically they did 4 workouts in 25 hours. And
Wow.
the whole thing is, if you can push yourself through 4 different workouts in 24 hours, you can do this one a day, right?
Right. Right.
Um, but then on top of it, I also host retreats. So
Mm,
a lot of times we have to stop and reset. We are so busy, especially as women,
yeah.
pushing through, taking care of anything and everybody, that sometimes we just need to give ourselves the permission to stop and just love on ourselves, because one, I don't believe selfish is a bad word, but also it just means, as Coach P says, you're being self-focused, and that's what we need to be. So I include all of those. Plus I have the products. Like I said, I have the cookbooks, and I wrote the book After Scale, Don't Let a Number Weigh You Down, just because we've been programmed to believe that weight, and the BMI particularly, is the end all be all of whether we're healthy or not, and that's not true. And
Hmm.
because of that, too often I see people go to drastic measures just to meet a number, and they're not really healthy. Like I tell people all the time, skinny people die every day. It's skinny fat people, it's skinny unhealthy people. So it's
Hmm.
not about the weight, it's really about being healthy. So that book talks about the different numbers we should be focused on and how we can get them.
That's good stuff. And that book has been doing really well at the
Mhm.
Sistah Shop. And I just realized we don't have the cookbooks. We might need to get some cookbooks over
Well, you're
here.
not gonna get on me this time, way. I'm gonna tell y'all about my Sarah. And me pull my mic up. Yep, I'm telling. That was what, in June, was it? Or was it January? Must have been June. We
Hmm.
saw each other. And you said, Sarah, well, I didn't know you had a book. I
A whole book, y'all. A whole book.
said, of course you did. We don't have it. I need you to ship them. Yes, ma'am. Say less. I'm on my
I
way.
don't play about my sisters and their businesses, okay? That is one thing I don't play about. And if I got to give
People
them a
need up
gentle
in the hallway.
nudge, if I got to give a gentle or not so gentle nudge, I will do just that. I bet you we got them books though.
You see how quick I got her. And
And
y'all,
they've been selling, and they have been selling. The cards always sold. But it's it's an important space to have in a store like this, right? It's not enough to just have hair products and body butters and jewelry and clothes. We need health and wellness related items. And so whenever we come across, really good quality products or books, we want to have them. And you have just that. So I'm really, really excited to have you in this space.
and I got to say this. Thank you for that. But you're needed. What I do remember from our first meeting was my husband trying to trick his way into the store.
Indeed.
Kept thinking, I got women on the team. Why can't
He
we get
did.
in
He
there?
did. He was like, I can get my cards in there. I was
Right.
like,
That's what I remembered the most because what you were doing is so dope and amazing. You know, it's nice that people are starting to give Black women credit, you know, for all that we do. But the support that you have been giving Black women and Black women's businesses is absolutely needed. When I first heard about that's why I was like, heck yes, I would love to get in there because it's amazing when you say this is a space for Black women to know that when they walk into a store, they're going to see themselves in some type of way,
mm-hmm.
that they don't have to weed through to find something that relates to them. So thank you for the space that you've created. We absolutely need you. And that's why I'm so glad that the community is pouring around and pouring into you all because we can't let you all go. This
Thank
is
you.
what you do is absolutely amazing.
I appreciate you so much. I appreciate that.
Mhm.
It is truly a labor of love. It's a labor now, but it's a labor of love, and
Yeah.
we are just trying to continue providing this platform in new and innovative ways, but in also in our tried and true ways of creating spaces and learning and education and resources and all those things, so that when our sisters start businesses, they don't feel like they're out on an island by themselves,
Mhm.
and that as they grow and scale, they still have that support.
Mhm.
And so thank you. I appreciate that. So let everyone know what you have coming up,
Yeah.
what's on the horizon, and how they can follow you and connect with you beyond today.
So for my women who are in menopause, who think you might be in menopause, and or even if your life just changed, and you like, what the heck is going on? If you over 40, you probably going through menopause. So because of that, and because menopause, it's starting to be talked about more, but there's still so much that's
Mm,
not known about it. I'm hosting a menopause summit this Sunday from 12 to 3 Central. That's 1 to 4 Eastern. You can register at menopauseunplugged.com. So menopauseunplugged.com. And it's real talk, real changes. So what I did was I brought together 4 doctors, Black female doctors, who can talk about menopause and help you from different angles, whether it's an OBGYN or homeopathic doctors. But I wanted women to get the information that they needed that maybe our parents, our mothers and aunties and grandmothers didn't even know to share. Um,
is that the right URL?
Menopause Unplugged. Yep,
Okay,
menopauseunplugged.com.
good,
The
good.
information that we didn't get, the things we didn't even know to ask. Sometimes doctors don't have good bedside manner. So I wanted us to have a real candid conversation. Of course, we're talking about health and fitness because most women realize they're going through menopause because the extra weight gain is extra. It's like
Hmm.
I was already fighting with my weight. Why am I gaining even more weight all of a sudden? It seems like it's too easy. My stomach's getting even bigger. I'm losing my muscle mass. So we're going to talk about all of that this weekend just to create a safe space for women to get the information and get the help that they need to help feel like, I always say, to help feel like you're taking control back over your life so that you can, as they like to say, thrive and not just survive through menopause. Because I know at first I didn't know I was even going through menopause because I didn't have the traditional symptoms.
Hmm.
So that's something we're talking about is the non-traditional symptoms. Because once you know, like I said, knowledge is power. Once you know what it is, it empowers you to work with your healthcare provider, work with other coaches so that you can get some more control.
Yes, and this is virtual. It's a virtual summit.
Yes, it's virtual. It's a virtual summit on Zoom. Like I said, from 12 to 3 on
Good.
Sunday and menopauseunplugged.com.
Good stuff. So y'all make sure you head on over to menopauseunplugged.com. I'm going to share with a few. You said it's on Sunday, and I probably need to tune in myself. But definitely, that is an excellent resource. And then how can they follow you and connect with you and all that?
Yeah, I tell everybody I'm fitness is not a game on all the old people socials. Facebook, YouTube, I'm not on all that other stuff, but I am fitness is not a game on Facebook. And then LinkedIn, you can find me, I believe it's Krystal Taylor, but you can also find fitness is not a game on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and
Love
TikTok.
it. Yes, love it, love it. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much, Krystal. This is
Thank
so much
you.
fun. I can't wait to see you in person again soon so I can hug on you. We happen to be sorors, so
Yeah. I'm just saying. You see how I popped the red off for you today, that crimson for you today. I said,
baby,
let me get
baby.
my crimson for my sorrow today.
Listen, tell any sorors that you know in the Atlanta area to pull up next Saturday, November
Yes,
9th. Well, 2 Saturdays from now, so that they can be a part of our Sisterhood Saturday
yes.
here at the Sistah Shop.
I
So
love
thank you so much. Y'all make sure you follow, make sure you support. We always say you can't know about a brand if you don't if you can't support a brand if you don't know about it. But once you know
it.
about it, you should support it. And so we are going to continue to bring these brands to you so that you know about them. It's one thing to come in the store, go to the website and pick an item, but it's another thing to see the face behind the brand, the story behind the brand. And so we're really grateful that we were able to have this chat today. Thank you so much, Krystal. I'll
Oh,
talk
thank
to
you
you
for
soon.
having me. Have a
Yes,
good weekend.
yes. All right, hon. All right, y'all. So I gotta head out because we have an event in 20 minutes, 21 minutes here at the Sistah Shop. I'm super excited about it. Remember, if you're not in our Facebook group, the Sistah Source, head on over to it and join the group so that you can be a part of tonight's class. We're going to be going live during some segments, not the whole thing, but we'll give you some snippets. But if you are in the Atlanta area, pull up. We're here from 6 to 8 tonight for the crafting your brand message and creating content that converts with Maya Elias. And I am so excited. Have a very, very amazing evening, a great weekend. I'll be talking to y'all throughout the weekend. But remember, there's nothing, absolutely nothing that can happen to you that you and God cannot handle. So put it in his capable hands and watch him work it out. And I will see you all very soon. Be blessed, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.